Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ari, and on this channel I do like to talk about my thoughts, feelings, emotions, anything that comes to mind, and just express them in the hopes of relating to other people. And if you're not new here, thank you for the interaction, any support, positivity that has been shown my way and also contributed in the videos that I do put out. It is greatly appreciated. So today's video is about rejection. And I'll of course get more into my thoughts, but I'll just start out by saying when we want something so bad, or when we want to fit in, or when we want something to go a certain way, because just thinking about the future and how that opportunity can affect our lives, it's like, oh wow, I'd be feeling better, or I feel like I'd be in a better position. So sometimes we feed into wanting this and wanting that, or wanting to be accepted to the point where we hang on to it, and the more time it takes to reach us, or maybe it just doesn't happen at all, we can tend to sulk or just feel down about being rejected. And I feel like rejection and then the word obsession, I feel like there's similarities, and there could be a better word to describe comparing obsession and rejection. But it's like when you're obsessed about something, it's feeling like you won't have it, or you have to keep up with it because it's going to run out of your life. But when you're confident, or you know, like you feel comfortable with whatever aspect that obsession would be surrounding, that's when you feel secure, you feel relaxed, you feel at ease. And then there's the rejection side of it, where we kind of hyperfixate on the things that we want, or even the person that we want, or the group that we want to be in, or just acceptance from environments or outsiders. It's like we can hyperfixate on being accepted, but then when we're rejected, it's like so many other questions or thoughts, like, is there something wrong with me? What did I do wrong? But truthfully, I feel like it comes down to that saying, rejection is redirection, or rejection is protection, because it just goes to show that it wasn't meant for you, and you want to be supported in your environments, in your relationships, and the things and the environments, the people that are for you, you won't even feel rejected from. So I feel like there's stark differences, and sometimes we have to be rejected in order to realize who we are and our potential. Because say you're having this obsession about something, or whatever the case may be, you could start to change your personality because you want to be accepted. But are you changing for yourself, or are you changing for the environment, the person? Like, it can alter who you are. And then it's like when you get rejected, it's like, wow, I put on that front, or I put on that persona, or I was just feeling overwhelmed or overworking my mind because I wanted this so bad that I see the toll it took on me. So I feel like rejection does humble us, but it does also build confidence, because it's like, at the end of the day, you come back to you. You can be rejected by anyone, everyone, but you won't be rejected by yourself, because you come back to yourself. And sometimes we do reject ourselves, as far as like not liking ourselves, not loving ourselves, but we're stuck with us. So it's like, I feel like rejection helps us realize who we really are, and if it's meant for us, then it wouldn't be, it wouldn't ever be that feeling of rejection. And it might not make sense all at once, or it might not get easier once we feel rejected, but it does get easier in time. Because, say, for example, you committed so much time into this acting role that you wanted to get, and you started to become the character, and then you got rejected from the position, or you got that decline, and it's like I kind of lost my train of thought with that, but it does get easier in the end. It makes sense in the end, because when you're not in an environment that is doable for you, I feel like your energy does take the toll. So another thing that I wanted to get into was actually something that I did screenshot on my phone, which is um, just how rejection leads to freedom here. I saw this post on Twitter, and I'm just going to break it down in my own concept or words, but it's like when you're trying to fit in, or you're trying to become closer to someone or be accepted, you are aware, and maybe you're overly aware on factors that aren't you, because we could try to mold ourselves to be something, or we could try to play the part for the situation, but then we end up being rejected in whatever situation it is. So then we learn, okay, that was not for me. There are opportunities that will be for me, and I'll know, because this will never happen. And that could take a while to get used to, or just to process here. But then it's like you get rejected. What do? Do you want to chase after it again? Do you want to try again? You could feel defeated, and unfortunately, that is the case sometimes, where you feel defeated, you feel discouraged, but it's like you're either going to chase after it again, or you're going to distance yourself. And even distancing yourself, it might be hard, but it also might be easy or free, more of a freeing feeling, because it's like, okay, well, I got that no. I got the answer of no. There's really nothing more I can do. And sometimes for me, this is relating to something like a different way of how I handle my own feelings and emotions. But say I'm thinking about the past, and I'm like, well, the past already happened. I can't do anything more, you know? So it helps me move forward. So that rejection, it can help bring like peace of mind or clarity. And lastly, you release that want to be accepted, or and I feel like it's definitely a process, but it's a humbling yet confidence building experience. Because if you conform to, or even have to keep up with this like ongoing cycle of doing this, managing that, looking over your shoulder, playing the part to fit the position. And if that's not all for you or all meant for you, if even if there's one little thing that you would change about the situation, that could be the fracture that ruins the whole thing. But when you are going towards things that resonate with your soul, that give you peace of mind, that and not everything that is for you will be easy in a sense. There's still adjustments, there's still accommodations, there's still stepping out of your comfort zone, but I feel like you'll be able to just tell the difference in it all. So I'm just checking my notes just in case there's anything else that I did want to include here. Yeah, so for as far as being rejected, it's like someone or something, some environment, it pushed you away, and it forced you to focus on what else, excuse me, is out there, or what is out there, what's behind you. I've been so hyper focused on this. I've been turned this way the whole time, but there's that, there's this, there's something that I left behind in the past that it caught my interest, but I was so focused on this. So there's always options. And then, as mentioned, it's like you always have yourself. So what's the harm in accepting yourself, at least trying, learning, attempting to accept yourself? And that could be an ongoing challenge or situation for just anyone. But I feel like there's also gratitude in rejection. And that's the other thing I wanted to include. Say you're being rejected by a person, choose people who choose you. You don't want to, you want to advocate for yourself, but you don't want to negotiate with a person, because that takes the integrity out of it. And it's like, what do I look like? Why do I have to bargain for my space, or bargain for my time, or bargain for like you to see me? So choose people who choose you. The rejection will always happen from other people, from a certain type of people, from the environment, but there is a, an environment, a situation, people who are exactly for you that will choose you. But all right, everyone, that's all for today's video. As always, I do appreciate any feedback, love, support, positivity. But thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.